Easter's right around the corner, and you know what that means? Lots of bunnies. So we got ourselves two little bunny cars right here. We got ourselves a mama bunny, and we got ourselves a little baby bunny. They're super easy to build, and kids love them. So stick around, and let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and flip these over and add a little bit of spray adhesive. Along this ear line here is going to be kind of a fragile area, so we're going to let the grain run parallel to the ears. And then with a little bit of packing tape, we'll cover the top, and this will add a little bit of lubrication to the saw blade. And then we move on over to the drill press. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these things out with a number 3 scroll reverse blade. Now that we have our bunnies cut out, now it's just a matter of rounding off some of these corners so they're not so sharp to little fingers. Okay, so at this point we're going to have to decide whether or not we want to keep the bunny natural wood color or if we're going to go ahead and paint that. And I think for this set, I think we're going to go ahead and make the big bunny a nice pink color and the little baby bunny a blue color. So it'll be kind of a mommy bunny and a baby bunny. So we'll mark these dowels at 2 inches long, and we'll need 4 of them for our bunny cars for the mama and the baby bunny. Then we cut her out. So now we have our bunny cut out and ready to go, and we have our axles also cut out. I'm using these 1.25 inch wheels that I just bought over at Craft Store. You can make your own if you really want to, but I think these wheels work much better. So we're going to go ahead and put these together in 2 stages. First we're going to go ahead and glue the wheel to the axle, and then we're going to let that dry. And then once the axle assembly is put together, then we'll thread it through the bunny and then put on the other wheel and then let that dry. And once that's done, we're pretty much done. So we'll add a little bit of glue to the wheels, and I'm just going to use a simple toothpick to coat the inside of each one of these wheels. And I want to make sure I get a pretty good coverage. And then we'll take one of our axles and then we'll drive it home with a hammer. And then wipe off any extra glue. So now it's time to attach the wheels to the bunny car, and I have a couple of jigs here. I have a piece of scrap here with a hole cut in it, and I'll show you how to use that in a second. And I have another piece of scrap that I'll use to tap the wheel on so we don't damage the wheel. And then I also have like an old credit card where I cut this V in, and that's kind of a spacer which I use for creating just enough space between the wheel and the bunny, and I'll show you how to work that. So first let's go ahead and add our glue to our wheel, and we do it the same way we did last time, just kind of with a toothpick. Get a nice coverage on the inside. And then I'm going to place this wheel face down over that hole. Then we're going to take the bunny wheel, or take the bunny, and then thread the wheel through the bunny. And then take this credit card, and we're going to put it between the bunny and the wheel, and that will give us our correct spacing. Now it's just a matter of lining this up with the hole, and then tapping it home. just like that. And then we pull out the credit card, and now we have the perfect spacing for the wheel. So I have a flush trim saw here, and I'm just going to go ahead and trim off these extra nubs. So we got our mama bunny and our little baby bunny, and I think they turned out really well, and kids will certainly love this. Don't be afraid of painting. It's super easy. We're not painting the Mona Lisa here, it's just a toy. So go ahead and give painting a try. If you don't want to go the painting route, you could always go with a hardwood, and this one I made out of oak for both the mama and the baby bunnies, so I think those turned out really nice as well. I put a link to the pattern below, so go ahead and take a look, and I hope you build one for your little ones this Easter. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I plan on doing some more of these videos in the near future, so be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that way you kind of stay up to date. Swing over to scrollsawgoodies.com, where you'll find links to this pattern and many others. And then to connect with me, swing over to scrollsawvillage.com. It's an online community of scroll saw enthusiasts, and we all have a pretty good time. Lots of free patterns, a lot of shop talk, great time. I hope I see you there. Until next time, happy scrolling.